Hello YouTuber, welcome to another episode of Study at Amar Class. এই এপিসোডে আমাদের আলোচনা হবে 10 most important questions from the poem On Killing a Tree এটার উপর। আজকে পার্ট 1 এ তোমরা 5টা প্রশ্নের উত্তর পাবে। Let us start. আমরা একসাথেই পড়ি চলো আগে। Justify the title of the poem On Killing a Tree. Answer. The title of the poem On Killing a Tree points towards the irony of life of a tree. A tree is possibly the most benevolent element of the nature. It is always acting as a selfless helper. But man, for his limitless selfishness and greed, cut it. The poet Gieve Patel tries to emphasize on this very demonic quality of man. In this poem, he clearly shows that man does not merely cut a tree, but actually kills it with a rage and cruelty of a murderer. Throughout the poem, he gives the readers a graphic description of how man kills a tree mercilessly. Simple cutting a tree does not kill it. It self-heals and grows to its former size. The tree is uprooted or it is snapped of its roots and then exposed to sunlight for drying. The act of killing is complete when the tree becomes completely withered. To bring out the theme of murder, the poet deliberately personifies trees to highlight their struggle for existence. Thus, the title truly and ironically points out man's demonic nature and callousness towards the trees. So, the title is just and appropriate. Next question. How does a tree offer resistance to its destruction? How does its resistance fail? Gieve Patel, the poet of On Killing a Tree, is a very sensitive person and a keen lover of nature. On Killing a Tree depicts a tree's struggle for survival against the demonic lust of man. The poet says that a tree grows slowly by consuming nutrients of the earth, absorbing sunlight, air and water for many years. It grows and becomes strong, but its growth attracts man. To satisfy his enormous greed, man starts to cut the trees mercilessly. A simple jab or cutting a few branches do not kill a tree. It bleeds but self-heals. The tree tolerates extreme pain. New leaves grow and the tree overcomes all tortures inflicted by man and continues its struggle for existence. But it becomes helpless when it is uprooted, snapped out of the sheltering earth and exposed to sunlight for withering. And ultimately it surrenders to the cruelty of man. Next question. Why does it take much time to kill a tree? How is the tree finally killed? Answer. In the poem On Killing a Tree, Gieve Patel gives a graphic description of how man kills a tree. Since birth, the tree slowly consumes the nutrients from the earth. It absorbs sunlight, air and water and grows to its full size. Its roots goes deep into the earth and strengthens its core. So, a simple jab of knife or cutting a few branches do not kill a tree. To kill a tree, the root has to be pulled out. It has to be scorched and choked in the sun and air so that it becomes brown, hard, twisted and completely dry. only then a tree dies. So it takes much time and effort to kill a tree. Next question. What is personification? How does the poet personify the tree in the poem on killing a tree? Answer. Personification is a figure of speech that gives human qualities to inanimate objects. In order to show the demonic nature of human beings against the trees, the poet Gieve Patel personifies trees. He shows that a tree, just like a human being, grows slowly. It consumes the earth and feeds upon its crust. A tree absorbs sunlight, air and water for years and grows gradually. The poet uses a few comparisons like the affected skin of a leper, trees feeling pain, bleeding and self-healing. Like the life-supporting human heart protected by the rib cage, the most sensitive part of a tree, its roots, are also a tree's life-supporting system and is protected by the earth cave. Like the human heart, the root also is hidden from the plain sight. All these images personify the tree. Next question. Why is not a mere jab of knife enough to kill a tree? Answer. The poet Gieve Patel says that an attempt to kill a tree only by stabbing it with a knife will not succeed. A jab of knife will not kill it. The tree will tolerate the pain and overcome such a blow. Years of absorbing nutrients from the earth, air and water has made it very strong in its core. So it can withstand a simple jab of knife. Actually, the poet wants to emphasize that killing a tree is a very difficult work to accomplish. Gieve Patel used this phrase in an ironical tone. 5টা প্রশ্নের উত্তর তোমরা পেলে। প্রশ্নের উত্তরে যদি মানে বুঝতে কোনো সমস্যা হয় ভিডিওর কমেন্ট বক্সে লিখো। আর খুব শিগগিরই পার্ট 2 আসছে, সুতরাং খেয়াল রেখো। টিল দ্য নেক্সট এপিসোড, বাই।